Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilly. I'm joined by a very special guest. For those of you who have not seen any of our stuff, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Keenan Stewart. I do some shows in the past with Center Stage Theater, so that's what I'm here today to talk about.
Awesome. So what do we have coming up this season on Center Stage?
Oh, well, we've got a great season planned, but we're kicking off this season with our bonus show, which is The Odd Couple, and we're doing that. We're doing 2 weekends at the Wayne County Museum. It opens July 26th, so we're doing the 26th, 27th, and 28th. Then the following weekend, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So this is exciting for a couple of reasons. One, we do most of our shows at the Paramount, but this being our bonus show, we don't tend to have a lot of stuff in the summer, but it's at the Wayne County Museum. It gives us a chance to do some more performances than we usually do because we usually only do 1 weekend. But it's really exciting to have the chance to do this classic show everybody knows because they've either seen the movie or they've seen adaptations of it on television. But yeah, it's just a classic, hilarious script about, 2 guys that have a hard time getting along while they're living with each other.
So we got to give a little bit of credit and props to the cast. Great cast this year.
Absolutely, yeah. So, well, I'm a new director, so I'm not in the cast this time. But that was one of the challenges, I guess, is finding the right people to play these characters. But we had some great turnout, and I think we have an absolutely wonderful cast that are pretty well seasoned with Center Stage, have done a lot of shows with us. Martin Mejia is playing Oscar Madison in this. Dan Ruffino is playing Felix. So they're the 2 main guys. But we have some great talent who have been in several shows with Center Stage, including Heath Radford, Dylan Atwood, Banks Peacock, Roddy Hoyle. They play the 4 poker buddies of Oscar and Felix, and then the Pigeon Sisters are played by Abby Sumner and Rebecca Fitzgerald, and everyone is just doing so great, and there's something every rehearsal that a different person does something that I'm like, this is going to be really good. The audience is going to like this. So that makes my job as a director so much easier, and especially as a first-time director, so much easier having a talented cast that knows what they're doing.
I do want to talk about that too. We were talking a little bit before we started recording. First-time director.
Yeah. So
talk about how that's been. That transition.
It's been an exciting challenge, is how I've said to a lot of folks. There is a shift in being on stage versus having to, when you're thinking about one character and what you have to do there versus having to plan out every character, all their movement, and figure out all the props, all the costume stuff like that. And I have a great production team that's helping me with all that. But the great thing about The Odd Couple for a first-time director is a lot of the, I guess, pitfalls that directors can find themselves in aren't really there because it's a small cast, so there's fewer people that I have to figure out who's doing what when. There's it's only one set. It takes place in their apartment, the whole show. So all the less
moving parts,
technical stuff, exactly, is easier for me to deal with. And when you have a script as good as this play is, Neil Simon is a legend of Broadway, of course. When you have a great script, it makes everything so much easier because, granted, we have some great actors in this too, but if you have a great script and some not great actors, they're going to be better just because the story is better. You can have Meryl Streep and Daniel Day-Lewis. If they have a terrible script, there's only so much they can do.
Exactly.
So that's the great thing about this show, and what attracted me to it as a first-time director is that, I really felt like I was going to have to work hard to screw up because there's so much stuff already in place before, I could mess things up. But yeah, it's been a great experience. It's been a little stressful just because this show, we've had less time as a production than we usually get for Center Stage because we're doing a summer show. But with that said, everyone has stepped up their game so much and is putting in so much work that it really has taken some of that stress off of me in a great way. But,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I want for people who they've probably heard of Center Stage, but for anyone who has not heard of Center Stage, talk a little bit about what Center Stage is.
So Center Stage Theater is a community theater organization here in Goldsboro. We get people from all over the county come try out and be members of CST. We generally put on about 4 or 5 shows in a given season. So the Odd Couple is going to kick off the 42nd season.
Wow, 42 seasons.
For Center Stage. Yeah, they've been around a while. I am entering my 7th season as a member of Center Stage. And during that time, I've got to participate in some great shows. And most of the shows we do are at the Paramount Theater. But this season, in addition to our bonus show being at the Wayne County Museum, we are doing our February show in the Wayne County Museum.
Okay.
So we have a great season planned. After The Odd Couple, we'll do 9 to 5, the musical, which is based on the movie. Then our Christmas play this year is Christmas Story, and that'll be
classic.
That's a classic. Then in February at the museum, we will do 12 Angry Jurors, which is the script of 12 Angry Men, but we're going to cast just the 12 best actors we have, regardless of gender, in the show. And then we'll close the season with Hello Dolly back at the Paramount, which again is a classic musical. So the exciting thing about this season is, other than Hello Dolly, all of the shows we're doing have never been done by CST before.
Really?
The Odd Couple, they did a gender-swapped version of it back in the 90s, but 9 to 5 is new to us, Christmas Story is new to us, 12 Angry Jurors is new to us. So that's exciting
cool.
that even 42...
A little nerve-wracking, but
a little bit, but even 42 seasons in, we're trying some new things and hopefully... I mean, I think it's a great season. I think there's something for everybody. You know, Odd Couple is obviously a comedy. 9 to 5 has that classic song, but some new songs that people won't necessarily know because the original movie wasn't really a musical. Christmas Story, though, is that beloved Christmas movie. 12 Angry Men, our Jurors, is a intense drama, and then Hello Dolly is one of these musicals from of old back in the 60s. So there's really something for everybody this season, which I think is something Center Stage tries to do a lot, is have different types of shows, which is exciting as a member in it and a performer and creator to get to tackle all sorts of different things.
Setting that bar a little bit higher each time.
Trying to, absolutely.
It amazes me that in that many years, A Christmas Story has never been done.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, sometimes with these movies, because that movie came out in the 80s, it takes a while sometimes before a stage adaptation of a lot of things come to light, and you have to get the rights and things like that. But so there's just a lot of fun new things coming this season, but it's still going to be the Center Stage people know and love if they've come and see shows. But if they haven't come and seen shows before, this is a great season to jump right in and see something new that we hadn't done before.
For people who are looking for more information, what's the best place to find that?
So they can go to either cstheater.org. That is our website. They can find Center Stage Theater on Facebook. We are on Instagram. I can't remember the handle right now, but I'm sure you can find it. So those are the primary ways to do it. Tickets for our shows can be bought through the Paramount's website, including The Odd Couple. Even though it's at the museum, it's through the Paramount's website. And the good news is, because it's at the museum, tickets are a little cheaper than they would be if they were at the Paramount. So it's only $10 for, again, a classic show that a lot of people know and love.
And even the shows at the Paramount are not going to break the bank at all.
They're not going to, they're not going to break the bank, but they're well worth the money.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Anything else we need to talk about? I think we
I
hit the
feel
bonus show
I
pretty
feel
good.
like we hit it pretty good. So, yeah, just hoping to have some great turnout at the museum for the show. And, again, the museum doesn't seat as many as the Paramount, so if people are looking to get tickets, go ahead and do that.
Absolutely. So you can find the Paramount online, get your tickets there for the summer bonus show coming to Center Stage.
Yep.
And we'll hopefully have you back in with some of the cast and crew for the next coming shows.
Yeah, hopefully,
I have to get cast if I get today.
Well, that's the thing, but that's the pitfalls of being the director. Sometimes you guys
true.
But so it's going to depend when I go back to acting if I get cast in all the upcoming shows.
There you go.
We'll have to see.
For people who are interested, I just want to tack this on at the end. For people who are interested in joining, what's that process like?
So we have a membership meeting the first Monday of every month at the Wayne County Museum. They can come and become members. We have the forms and all sorts of things that they can sign up. But we'll have auditions for 9 to 5. I believe right after Odd Couple ends, but it might be that 29th or 30th. There might be a little bit of overlap.
Okay.
But yeah, so auditions for 9 to 5 are coming up. So if people want to participate in that, we need lots of folks, people that can sing in that one.
And so essentially the process is you go to the membership meeting, become a member, and then you can
audition. Well, you can audition even if you're not a member. You can become a member later because, but we love to have new faces join us every day. And
awesome.
We had some new folks come audition for this show that I hadn't seen before, some of whom made it in, some of whom unfortunately did not. I only had 8 open spots. But yeah, we love to have people come out.
Great.
And we love to grow.
Check out the shows coming up. Center Stage Theater, a great production, and it's super affordable, fun for the whole family typically. Absolutely. So we appreciate you coming in today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Look up Center Stage Theater online and get your tickets now at the Paramount.